we go, folks. Welcome, everybody, to the final regular season stream of the SSSL, the Super Slugger Sim League. 22 weeks in, and finally we have hit potentially the most dramatic, the most intense, the most important games of the season. I'm Alec Rome, your commissioner. Owner of the Birdo Bows, who don't even have to worry about this shit because they already clinched the first round bye and the first seed. So thank God we don't have to play tonight, and thank God we don't have to worry about it. But for some of our teams, including pretty much 5 out of the 6 teams tonight, their entire playoff hopes land and rely on the results tonight. We have some interesting games, and we had some interesting games that got us to this point. And, of course, before we get to everything, let's review the standings. Of course, Cade next for everybody who's in here. Good luck tonight to all the teams. Let's take a look. Let's not look at that quite yet. Let's look at that one right there. The standings as we finished up some of the games in game week 22. The Birdo Bows finishing 15-7, Waro at 13-8. That's a guarantee that Waro will be number 2 and Birdo will be number 1. Waluigi eliminated, unfortunately, with 11-7 loss, and we knew they would be eliminated. Of course, Peach played and ended up beating Daisy 7-1, which put the Daisy Flowers at 11-11 and put them in quite the predicament tonight where they need DK to lose in order to stay in the playoffs. Otherwise, they will be eliminated. And, of course, they're hoping Diddy, if they happen to win, if DK loses, they only win by 1 run, which would force a incredible 6-7 face-off tonight for the final spot. So, again, if there's a tiebreaker between the 6 and 7 seed teams, we will play it out to see who moves on. If it's for a playoff spot, we are breaking past the original playoff run differential because they would be tied. That means we would go to a sudden death playoff game tonight. Can you believe that? Luigi can win tonight and very much clinch their playoff spot. It's winning in for Luigi. DK Wild's at 10-11. Unfortunately, after going 9 of 10 in a row, they had a little bit of a setback, and now they must win tonight in order to keep themselves alive. And, of course, Bowser Jr. needs to win by like 20-something to be in the mix here. But if they do, they certainly would be in the mix with all of this craziness going on in the middle of the table between the 5 and the 8 spots. So everything above the 4 and up is determined. Everything 10 and down is determined. But where we're looking at the 5 through the 9 is where there's still some questions that we will answer tonight. Now, for tonight's game, let's remind you real quick. Again, Mario Fireball's clinched the playoff spot with a road win, 11-7. Daisy losing 7-1 against Peach, and they need DK and a Diddy Monkeys loss. Or if DK wins, it's a win by 1. Actually, that didn't even help. It's got to be a Diddy Monkeys win by 1. Or Luigi Knights win. So they really need that game to be close, a 1-run game in favor of the Diddy Monkeys. But if DK wins, they have a better run differential, so it wouldn't matter. They'd hop them anyway. So that's a big factor. Of course, Birdo already had the playoff spot clinched, but Bowser getting the playoff spot clinched with a home win, 9-2. But our first game of the night here at Yoshi Park will certainly provide some clarity right away. Bowser Jr. needs a 21-plus run win and some help. Otherwise, the Yoshi Eggs loss will give Eli the number 1 pick. But otherwise, the rookies, what they're looking for is a giant victory here in Yoshi Park. Then, in our second game of the night, it's DK versus Wario, one of the most important games of the season. DK ended up upsetting Wario 6-2, and they'll need a victory tonight by 3, or a win and a Diddy Monkeys loss. Of course, a win and a Diddy Monkeys win by less than 3 runs. Then finally, in our final game of the night, Diddy versus Luigi. I called it last week. I called it 11 weeks ago when they played the first time. Here we are. It could all come down to this for a playoff spot. Diddy needing a win by 4 or a win and a DK Wilds loss. Luigi Knights just need the victory, but they can also afford to lose by less than 4 runs. And, of course, if you don't get that, we'll go one game at a time tonight, luckily so. You'll have the chance to catch up, but by God, it's going to be insane. Alec Rome here, like I said, first game of the night is Bowser Jr. versus Yoshi. I said a lot of things, and 13 of you have shown up in the most important moment of the season. and good on you. Let's take a look at the rosters for this first game. Again, we've laid out the requirements. Bowser Jr. needs an all-time victory. And, of course, a lot of chatter in this game, both from fans and Caden, the owner, alike. Caden certainly put out an open letter to Eli saying, hey, put a bad lineup out there. I know you shut out the last two teams by combined 15-0. You put two straight shutouts on the board. But maybe give me a lifeline in this playoff race. And Eli said weeks ago that they were going to lose with pride and lose in style. And that means no throwing the game. He put the same lineup as he did in week 21, the same one that ended up shutting out the DK Wilds 7-0 to put them in their predicament tonight. So expect nothing less from them. Meanwhile, Bowser Jr. will have to do the unthinkable, something they haven't done all season. They've been able to put up 13 runs earlier against Mario, but they generally are the ones that have gotten routed. So they will need a 20-plus run victory tonight to really be in the conversation to still make the playoffs. A lot of close games from them, a lot of close wins and close losses. It all added up to this point. Luckily, they're still in it, but they need a lot of help. Let's take a look at the rosters. First off, both sides change some things tonight. Goomba will start here in Game 22 for the Bowser Jr. rookies. Taking a look overall, again, we've gotten through 21 games, haven't scored the first 3 games, but a 6.56 team ERA. Goomba through 14 2/3 is a 4.29. I honestly believe, folks, that he's probably the best option you could put out there next to Green Dry Bones, especially in a clutch moment like this with the season on the line. But take a look at that batting order. It's a little bit different. It's Blue Magic Koopa to lead off, then Bowser Jr., Green Magic Koopa in the 3 spot, Hammer Bro still in the cleanup spot, then Caden in the 5, Green Toad taking the 6, Goomba the 7, and Green Dry Bones is the anchor in the 9 spot. Colin Doyle there on YouTube. I do have a Discord link for you if you want to keep talking. There it is, my friend. Come to the chat right now. You're welcome. There's your lineup again. Will the batting order change for Caden with their last game potentially being tonight make the difference? Now, for the Yoshi Eggs, it has not changed their lineup. Yoshi is pitching once again tonight. I know they've struggled. I know they are very much the bottom team in the league, but they still have a better team ERA than even Bowser Jr. does. And Yoshi has a 5.75 ERA through 69 1/3 innings pitched in 18 games, along with 6 strikeouts. So he can sort of get the job done, except for the fact that it's not Yoshi pitching, it's Eli. I messed that up. I didn't add that in the graphic. It is Eli pitching because Yoshi pitched the last 2, and, of course, Eli is even better. He's got a 4.93 ERA through 44.01 innings. So note that, folks. It's Eli pitching tonight. Yoshi pitched in week 20 and 21. So Eli is on the mound, and it is correct in the game. So note that. And you'll see him up here on the screen in just a moment. It is correct there. Eli pitching. Colby asking what are the chances of a Game 23. The chances, my friend, are non-zero. It's definitely not 0 that we could see a Game 23. Likely between Daisy and Diddy is the only Game 23 to me that makes the most sense. But, God, I never know. You just have to let it play out, folks. 16 of you. You've all shown up for this moment. You're on time. I know I was a little bit behind tonight, 30 minutes behind, so we're not going to leave you waiting. Game number 1 out of 3 out of the final 3 games of the season. Let's play ball. Good luck to the Bowser Jr. rookies needing a giant blowout on the road. Here we go. First pitch here for Eli's on the ground. Fire end up interfering there, and Blue Magic Koopa is aboard on the air from Red Shy Guy. Welcome, everybody, once again to the SSSL Super Slugger Sim League 22-game season. 12 teams, me and 11 friends drafted these rosters, and we're ever so close to the playoffs. Wildcard weekend next weekend, and we will know the matchups after tonight. This one's on the ground. Good chance for a 4.63, and that will end the inning. Unfortunate there for the Bowser Jr. rookies. Now every inning making so much of a difference. They need to score runs, and runs, but they put up 0 in the top of the first. Bottom of the first here for Eli, who shut out their last 2 teams. Yoshi put up 2 consecutive shutouts, and 2 consecutive, I believe, complete game shutouts in impressive fashion between Peach and DK. And Eli, this ball is getting towards the track, and it's off the wall. An opening single for him. I spit out a lot of information at you right in there in the first 5 minutes. The main thing being that Bowser Jr. and Caden's team need a miracle tonight. Colby asking if there is a game 23, will it be tonight? Yes, Colby, it will be tonight. This deep fly ball by Red Pianta rather at the wall. And it's robbed by Green. Dry Bones Miguel, Popcorner Baseball, love it. He's great and glad to be here. It is going to be very exciting. I think this is obviously an exciting one, but the next 2 games are the most exciting and will have the most pressure underneath them. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Here's Red Critter with a runner on first and 1 out in the bottom of the first. Again, welcome everybody. So glad you're able to make it on time here. Primetime Sunday night. Hope you had a good 4th and a safe 4th. I hope nobody blew their hand off. It's a line drive that gets over the head of Green. Dry Bones and runners on first and second with 1 out will bring up an RBI opportunity for Red Shy Guy. Here's Goomba. First pitch. Over the plate. Nice contact hit from Red Shy Guy at the track there. It's grabbed by Caden for the second out. Caden has been pretty solid in center field, but a couple of errors, including one that might have cost him the game a couple of games ago. He's had an okay season, but man, when you get to the end and you know you're behind, you start thinking about all those moments that you could have gotten a victory back and you wouldn't have to be as worried about putting up 20 tonight. The 0-2 here against Red Paratroopa is taken for strike 3. Goomba strikes him out. Nice pitch there over the plate. And Red Paratroopa has been caught looking once again. That will end the inning. We're still tied at nothing. Of course, Bowser Jr., that's not really what they're looking for. We play 7 in the SSSL. First pitch here for Green Hammer Bro, All-Star Game MVP under threat of not making the playoffs. This is a high fly ball to right center. Train is there. Will it be there in time? It is not. Baby Luigi's got it for the first out. With 13 of you in here, we are seeing what might be the last game of the season for the Bowser Jr. rookies. We know it is for the Yoshi Eggs. The main difference is, do we know if they end up getting the number 1 pick? The Peach Monarchs have been doing a little bit of a tank job, and Jeff, and here's Green Toad with a drive to right field. Will they get in time? Yes, they will. Baby Luigi robs it to end the top of the second. Peach Monarchs and the Yoshi Eggs are tied in run differential. A win for the Yoshi Eggs means that they're the 2 seed, or the second pick, rather, in next year's draft, and the Peach Monarchs will get the number 1 pick and steal it away. After 1.5, we're scoreless. Yoshi to lead off here in the bottom of the second. What a K there. It was an impressive K by Goomba. And he pitches a strike here and gets Yoshi to swing on the first one. The 0-1 delivery. Big fly ball from Yoshi. Deep. Oh, man. First time we've seen Yoshi all year, I think, put a ball at the fence. But now he's down 0-2. Looks at this one, but he swings nicely and gets a single. Man, Yoshi put a drive on. He put a move on that ball. Just foul. But it showed he had the power. We haven't really seen Yoshi have a lot of power. And, of course, his average this year has been less than impressive. But he has improved it around 360. Only 3 RBIs for the captain. Baby Daisy with a drive. That's going to get in the gap between Caden and Green Toad. Yoshi digging for third. And he is on with nobody out. And the Yoshi Eggs are really just trying to put a statement on the board saying, hey, we still had some potential. We know they did. It just got a little bit rough. They lost tomorrow 21-0 somewhere along the way. Ground ball, and that ends up being a safe play error on Green Manta. Koopa and the Eggs take the first run. Opening lead here, 1-0, bottom of the second. After the error from Green Magic Koopa, there's still nobody out. And boy, oh boy, every run that gets scored is another run that the rookies must make back, and by tenfold, of course. Baby Luigi on the ground. Could ground in the 6-4-3. He does. Advances the runner, which helps clean things up a little bit. But Eli, with 14 RBIs and 2 home runs, could still extend the lead. This one is grabbed by Green Hammer Bro, though, for the third out. So only 1 run allowed here. But again, It's time to turn it on now if you're a Rookies fan. 5 innings to go, and they need 20-plus runs to really have a realistic chance of making the SSSL playoffs. This is on the ground for Goomba. That's an easy 1-3 for Eli. One of the better pitchers in the league, the only me to receive an All-Star nomination. And he is certainly up for Pitcher of the Year, folks. This is on the ground, or past, and down the middle. Nice hit there for, of all people, Green Koopa, who I have said is one of the worst hitters in the league. He's just 247 as an average. Shocking to say the least. The 0-1 here for Green Dry Bones. That gets down in front of Baby Daisy. And look out, they have runners on first and second with 1 out. Here's Blue Magic Koopa. And Blue Magic Koopa will load the bases here with a single. Runners on first, second, and third, all of them loaded. Once again, it's so important that they keep scoring. Got to play perfect from this point onward. Eli trying to get him out. The 0-1 here for Bowser Jr. 15 of you watching. This is going to be a single for the captain, but Green Koopa doesn't run. Green Koopa at the plate. He's out. Threw him out. Green Koopa, at the worst time, is also up for one of the least valuable players in the league. And boy, did he show why he's not very valuable there. Getting thrown out now, 2 out, but there is a 2 RBI single for Green Magic Koopa, and they have the lead here. Boy, oh boy, Green Koopa, once again, not really getting the memo that you need to run, and your team's season is literally dependent upon you scoring at home. That is wild, but hey, here's somebody that knows how to score. He's got 14 home runs and 39 RBIs, and he's a deep fly ball to center, and they're not going to get it. How about his 15th of the year? Green Hammer Bro with a 3-run shot, and hold on a minute. 5-run inning for the Bowser Jr. rookies. And what seemed nearly impossible after 2 innings is becoming a slight bit, still very improbable, but a little more possible. Eli's done. Yoshi steps in. Eli letting up 5 in 2 2/3. Now Caden. Caden with a hot one to right field, but that is grabbed by Baby Luigi. Look, that's not bad. Get it a little bit at a time. You can't get it all, but if you need 20, getting 5 in the third is a good way to chop it up. 15th homer of the year for Green Hammer Bro. Here is Red Pianta leading off with a single right in front of Green Toad. 5-1, bottom of the third. Again, Yoshi Eggs really just trying to show that they can still do this. Deep fly ball to left center. Train went by. Caden and Green Dry Bones has got it there at the wall to rob Red Critter. Would have been his 7th homer of the year, averaging just .417. And of course, we know the Yoshi Eggs, one of the league's worst batting average at .387. Even with these guys, even Red Critter couldn't pull him out of that. And even Red Pianta, who batted .610, could not pull the mediocrity from this team. Eli certainly gave them a chance, batting .440. Was incredibly impressive this year, but all the role players like Red Shy Guy here, who lines into double plays, batting just .300, will end it here in the third. 5-1. Rookies need a very similar inning here in the fourth if they want to stay in the playoff chase. Now, look, we think it's going to be 20-plus runs, but to be quite frank, we don't know that for sure because we still have to see what the other games' results are. They certainly would like to get enough to pass Daisy. I think that is the main thing here. That's the main thing. They need enough to be able to pass Daisy. And so that's why it is pretty much 20 runs. So, yes, if they do not get 20 runs, a 20-run win, rather, they will be eliminated. 20-run win will leave them tied in run differential with Daisy. And then we got to figure out what we're doing after that. That ball is outside, 1-0. They have 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Green Koopa with the 2nd hit of the night. How about that? I know he didn't run and didn't get home, but he has 2 hits. He's 2 for 2. Top of the fourth, 5-1. Green Dry Bones trying to keep the season alive. Takes a look at strike 1, curving over the inside edge. The 0-1. That one will get down. Another hit for Green, dry bones, and here they go. Green Koopa going to third. Is this going to be in time? He is safe. And runners on the corners for 18 of you watching on YouTube and Twitch. And that's down the middle. How about 6-1? Once again, the season might be alive. You see that I put on the sport coat and the dress shirt tonight because I feel like it's that type of mood. Pop fly into center field. They need the fire. They're not going to get it in time. Baby Daisy has it. They only get one, which means the mountain gets ever taller with only 3 more offensive innings to go. After 3.5, it's 6-1 Rookies. They're happy to be putting up this type of performance, though. The Oceanics have one of the league's worst home records this year. The Oceanics only beating a couple of teams at home. They are 2-8, beating only Daisy, shockingly enough. One of the things that made a difference, that's off a Green Koopa way into the corner. That will allow Yoshi to get aboard with a double here. But yes, it was Luigi and Daisy that they beat here at home, and that is one of the games that you have to look back on if you're a Daisy Flowers fan and say, why did we lose that game? Shouldn't have lost that game. But they were abysmal on the road this year. 3-8 road record, probably contributing to the position that they are in. They also lost at home to Waluigi. They lost both games to an eliminated team, making a huge difference. Goomba is still in here in the fourth for the Bowser Jr. Rookies, but has runners on first and third. 0-1 on the ground. Could be a 4-6-3, but there's the green shell, and there's another run for the Egg, 6-2. Again, we have 2 more games tonight that are incredibly critical. DK trying to take this Cinderella story and defeat Wario for the second time this year. They need to in order to make the playoffs. Of course, next weekend is Wild Card Weekend here in the SSSL. We'll play both series, one night doing one, the other night doing the other, but it's possible that I might combine the nights into one single night, Wild Card night. So, of course, the best way to know when that's going to be is to follow us everywhere and join our Discord, which is in the chat a little while ago. That's how you get the most up-to-date information. Bases loaded here for Eli on the ground, though. Kicked over. And they just complete. Oh, they got the runner there in a double play. An interesting 6-4, 2-1 double play. Smart from Green Hammer. At first, I was wondering what the hell he was doing. That's a 6-4, 2-1 double play to save them any more runs. Once again, we've never seen it in the SSSL. Wow. Can you just, 22 game weeks in, and once again, we find another thing we've literally never seen. That one is like a hot one that hopped into the tube there, hopped into the pipe and out towards Red Pianta. That's a leadoff single here. And now for the home run hitter who has 15. Can he get 16? No, he won't. Line drive that gets past Red Paratroopa, but they have 2 on with nobody out. And they certainly have other people on this roster that know how to hit homers too. Although it's mostly Green Hammer, bro. He has 15 of their 22. Line drive grabbed by Red Shy Guy and turns it into the 4-6 double play. And it's certainly looking bleak now for the Rookies. They're mainly just looking for a go-home victory to get to 11-11 and 500, but they need a lot more than this with 2 out in the top of the 5th. Green Toe with a drive. High fly ball to right field at the wall. It's off the wall. And that'll be a double for Green Toad. And Hammer Bro will turn around and get home 7-2. Green Toe with his 4th double of the year, batting around .583. Here is Goomba, 0-1. Again, needing everybody to contribute to stay alive, but he line drives that to Red Shy Guy, and the bell is certainly tolling. We are digging the grave and putting up the tombstone of the Rookies. I know they're ahead by 5. They need 15 more, and no more runs allowed here in the next few. Bottom of the 5th, Red Pianta up at the plate. Goomba with a great performance right now. That's going to be a 4-3 for the out. It could be another complete game for Goomba tonight. He had one earlier. That's the reason why Caden has stuck with him here in the latter part of the season. Been fairly impressive what Goomba has been able to put together. Here's a high fly ball here from Red Critter. The trade is going to come by, and that could be over. Red Critter with his 7th of the year, and you might as well call this thing done. They could win the game, but another run tacked on to the difference here. 7-3, Rookies still lead. Miguel Martinez, of course, reminding us in the YouTube chat they need a 21-run victory to hop Daisy. This is the one matchup tonight that we were most sure about, but the next two we have absolutely no idea what's going to happen. 6-3 here for the second good throw, but these next two, I don't know if you could ask for bigger stakes than what we're going to get. The only way you can get bigger stakes is by ordering some from Omaha Steaks. That one gets past in the gap there for Red Paratrooper to keep the inning alive here for the Eggs. Of course, they're still trying to win here, but if they lose, it's kind of a no-lose situation. You lose, you have the #1 pick next year. You win, and you're able to beat the Bowser Jr. rookies and say you won 3 in a row to end the year. And, of course, on a comeback, no less. 0-2 here, though, on Yoshi. 2 strikes, the 0-2 delivery. Over the plate, jammed in on the ground. Fire, though, is going to cause him another issue. And Green Magic Koopa has his second error of the night on an error item. Now Baby Daisy. 7-3, bottom of the 5th. She takes a look at the strike. The 0-1. Contacted nicely. That is going to get down, and Red Paratrooper's turn it for home. And, folks, this could be over for the rookies. Buddy played the plate, though, to get Yoshi. He's trying to get him there at third. He is safe. And Baby Daisy's double will pretty much end the conversation of the rookies going to the playoffs. Her 7th double of the season, shockingly, averaging .378. That's actually pretty impressive. She has turned it into some positive momentum. Baby Mario batting .308 is now in the box, and we call time. That is the day for Goomba. It was a good final performance for him, honestly. What more could you ask of him in this sort of situation with an impossible result to grab? He only allowed 4 through, I think, 4 2/3, as there is the 5th inning done with a line drive to Green Magic Koopa. After 5 at 7-4, the rookies need to put up a couple of 8 spots or better if they want to make the playoffs here in Season 1 of the Super Slugger Sim League. Here is Green Koopa, who's 2 for 2, has found some hits tonight. Yoshi's star pitch, he's still in there. Eli was the opening pitcher, but he led up 5, including that 3-run shot by Green Hammer Bro. CJ Willis saying Bowser Jr. has to go stupid and turn into his dad to have any chance right now. Funny enough, they ended up splitting the season series this year with Bowser. He didn't need to be his dad to beat his dad, but he needs to be in order to get the run differential. They got runners on first and second, no out here. Again, they need a perfect inning. Line drive is getting past Red Paratroopa, and so far, they have a damn near perfect inning. And it's going to bring up Bowser Jr. now. And it's any time to use a star swing, I'd call it right now. You got to get some runs in here. 7-4, top of the 6th. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Yoshi, of course, 6 strikeouts this year for himself. Here's the star swing now from Bowser Jr. Pop fly, we'll see the paintball fall down right on top of Baby Luigi, and he cannot recover. There's 1 run scored. There is 2, 9-4. Bowser Jr. up 5 here, needing 15 more, and they have nobody out here. Magic number being 24 runs. And right now they need a lot of help. Yoshi is getting tired here, and honestly, if it's going to happen, you needed those two, some of the best pitchers in the league, to get off the mound, and now you bring up Baby Luigi. Nobody out. Runners on second and third. Green Magic Koopa looking to go power here. It doesn't need to. That gets down in front of Yoshi, but for Bowser Jr. and Blue Magic Koopa don't run. And that you just cannot afford in this stage of the season. 33.05 ERA for Baby Luigi. 3 games pitched, 2 1/3 innings. That is abhorrent. Down the middle for Green Magic Koopa, but he's going to ground into the 4-6-3. They get 1 more run, but that certainly hurts, especially for that guy who you want to hit a grand slam and has so many times this year. 2 out here, top of the 6th. Caden with the ball on the ground, make it 11-4. And a 7-run victory is still not enough. They need to keep hitting. It's Green Toad now, who had a ball that hit off the right field wall earlier on. Contact hit down the middle for him, and it's going to be on. Caden there at second. Look, folks, it's still very much in doubt. They need another 13 runs. Strike one on Goomba. But they have a big 11-4 lead right now on the Yoshi Eggs. That ball's on the ground off of Baby Luigi. It's in the gap. Nobody's even going to try for it, and they have the bases loaded. And so hold on. Baby Luigi getting tired. Green Koopa has had some hits today. He's going to need to follow up. Star swing on the ground. Paratroopa Eves, the pitch and catch. And they will have 3 outs remaining in their season if they want to keep this thing alive. 11-4. Yoshi Eggs now stepping up with Luigi, Baby Luigi, Eli, and Red Pianta. Baby Luigi down the middle. Nice hit to open things up here in the bottom of the 6th. Yoshi Eggs overall as a team this year, they will likely finish with either 7 or 8 wins. Only 79 runs for coming into this game. That is now 83. Peach Monarchs second lowest at 119. Bowser Jr. at 127, somewhere in the 4 spot or so. Eli is going to have a single here, which pushes Baby Luigi to third. And like I said, it's about done, so we'll be focusing on the next game. DJ at Wario, or excuse me, pardon me. DK at Wario City at nighttime. There's a run here from the RBI from Red Pianta, 11-5. And hey, maybe we just see this one get interesting. Maybe. We don't even know who's going to win this game yet. We got to figure that out. But now we're not focused on the run differential. We got to focus on the winner. And the Yoshi Eggs, they've been down a few runs tonight. As much as 7-2. They were down 11-3 there. Would be the biggest comeback in league history in the final week if they were to somehow close the gap. The 0-2 here with runners on first and second is contacted. It will get... Oh, it's grabbed by Caden. Double play. What a double play. It was hit just far enough. That is a rare 8-6 double play. And now here's Red Shy Guy. Red Shy Guy, though, he will have a line drive again to Caden. Well done, Caden. Line drive will end the inning. We head to the 7th. The rookies need 14 runs to keep their season alive. The best is 12 in league history. Baby Luigi's done, bringing Red Paratroopa. 11-5, Bowser Jr. rookies. Ball one here on green. Dry Bones trying to crowd the plate. I don't know if you just try to get on base or if you try to go power. That one gets down in front of Baby Mario. Went contact and he hit another one. Again, we have 2 more games tonight that will be incredibly pressure-filled. There is no 2 ways about it. Ball one here on Blue Magic Koopa. That's why I got the suit and tie on, or, no tie, but I got half the suit on because it's serious. This is serious stuff. Runners on first and second. Again, must be the most immaculate inning in league history. 0-1 on Bowser Jr. The 0-1 delivery is down the middle, and they have the bases loaded here to bring up Green Magic Koopa. 17 of you are watching the last gasp of the Bowser Jr. rookie season here. Can they find something? Strike one on Green Magic Koopa. The 0-1 delivery is line drive grab. Baby Luigi there is, there's an error, but, well, wait, why was that throw there? Well, they got one, I guess. I don't know what the hell was going on there. Yoshi would have easily had the second out and he throw to second, but instead he threw home. Brings up Green Hammer Bro, who must swing here with the bases loaded. He's had a few different highlight moments this year. Big fly ball that are going to get off the wall, and that will bring 1 home, 2 home. Count it 13-5. 13-5. Rookies. It's a big victory for them, one of their best of the year. But unfortunately, it's just too late. Line drive on the ground, a ground ball, 6-4-3, and that is their season. They needed a 20-run game here, but they can finish with a victory if they can hold on here for the final 3 outs. 13-5, we head to the bottom of the 7th here, and we'll head to the next game, DK and Wario, in just a couple of minutes. But Bowser Jr. likely to finish with an 11-11 record, and Yoshi will have, and Eli, as the owner, will have the first pick next season. Interesting to see if he chooses to go with Yoshi and attempts to rebuild this team, or moves to a different owner if he chooses to stay with us in the SSSL. One out here. Yoshi at the plate, on the ground. Easy one, I guess, except for the green shell, and they can't get Yoshi. And so Yoshi's aboard. Baby Daisy's had a solid day. Caden said, it's still an amazing record. It's very solid considering all the chaos that happened this year. Baby Daisy hit the wall. That is fair. Another good one there. And, of course, the flowers coming in for Caden and the rookies in the chat for a fantastic and honestly one of the most entertaining teams we saw all year. I mean, we saw them in so many close games, both that they won and lost, but that line drive and double play will give them the go-home victory and something to feel good about. The final score here from Yoshi Park, the rookies 13, the Yoshi Eggs 5. Both of these teams will not taste the SSSL crown this season. Two games to go, folks. Well, 13-5. It's a good finish there, but it is not good enough. The rookies have been eliminated from playoff contention. An 8-run victory was just not close enough. We'll take a look at the standings now as they are. And remind you one more time before we head to the break, we'll have a quick break. I have the game ready. Just need to get myself a little bit of water. But here is the standings. Now, you can officially say, now, Diddy is not technically eliminated, so I'm going to delete that, actually. We just know that Bowser Jr. is for sure eliminated no matter what. Their record puts them up there, but their run differential is no good. So Diddy, for the sakes of this, is still in it, but Bowser Jr. eliminated because there is no way for them to pass anybody above them. So, clarifying that, come on back, folks. We've got our next game, nighttime in Wario City, potentially what could be the most dramatic game of the SSSL all season long. Take a deep breath. Thank you, Caden. Thanks for the kind words. Excited to see what's to come for you for seasons to come. And come on back for more drama in the SSSL. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the SSSL, folks. This is where the ride gets very bumpy. Keep your extremities, all your limbs, and all the etc. inside the ride at all times. But I do imagine that this one is going to get quite dramatic. One side here did not make any changes because really it's the same team that put them back into the position that they are right now and got them out of a 1-8 hole. That's the DK Wilds. Meanwhile, some surprising changes coming in tonight for the Wario Muscles. Parker at the last moment changing some of the positions and including the top half of the batting order, which will certainly make the rest of this very interesting. Right now, the stakes are very simple as Parker steps in. Now, Parker, your team, they're clinched the number 2 seed. They have a playoff bye. They'll be in the semifinals coming up in 2 weeks. But he wants to make some splashes. He wants to certainly, oh my God, there's a fly right there. He wants to certainly cause some issues. And right now, the DK Wilds are everybody's Cinderella team, and really they have been scoring a lot more lately. They went above in the positive run differential territory, and you just know that a Cinderella run like that is going to be dangerous for any team that they have to face. So who will be rooting for the DK Wilds? Well, of course, Peter, who has been surprised and very happy. He's said almost sad tonight that he has to play Wario, but he beat Wario last time at home, 6-2. The Wario Muscles, though, they are pretty good at home. They've only lost twice. That was to Waluigi and Luigi. So, folks, it can be done, but it's just going to be the most difficult effort that the DK Wilds can have this season. But, of course, watching on the sidelines are the Daisy Flowers and Ethan. If the Daisy Flowers see the DK Wilds win this ball game, it's over for them. -7 run differential to Daisy's -8. They will get past, and it is over. The last undefeated team in the league this year will all of a sudden turn into an eliminated team and will not vie for the SSSL crown in the postseason, even though they scored 176 runs in the games they played this year. That would be shocking, and so the weight of the league is on this game right now. Let's take a look at the lineups first up for DK. It's the same lineup that they've had, as I said, the whole time. Brown Critter's in there. These two have certainly pulled their weight and given the DK Wilds the best team ERA over Wario, who's held it nearly the entire season with a 4.78 ERA, Wario to 4.8 team ERA, and the DK Wilds only allow 400 in terms of the opponent batting average. Brown Critter is second in the league with a 23 1/3 innings pitched, 3.6 ERA, and Donkey Kong not too far behind, a 3.61 through 77 2/3. They will certainly be relying, and hopefully their averages have been coming up in batting and slugging, and it is certainly pretty much right next to Wario in every category. I mean, these two are almost inseparable, and that's why the first time they played, the game was so intriguing, and I think that's why DK had success. Now, for the Wario Muscles. Definite changes tonight. Wario is in the lead-off spot tonight, followed by Yellow Pianta and Yellow Toad. The rest of the 4 through 6 is the same as it has been. Then, I believe it is actually Toadsworth. If I'm not mistaken, let me check. No, it's Red Noki. It was Toadsworth before. But Toadsworth's now in the 9 spot. It used to go Toadsworth, Red Noki, Blue Noki, but now it is Red Noki, Blue Noki, Toadsworth. And I wonder what that thought process was. Of course, Red Noki is one of the worst hitters in the league, but moving her to the 7 spot here, I wonder what kind of thought process Parker was thinking of. But Toadsworth being in the 9, of course, that never hurts to be able to transition well into Wario. Toadsworth still has a decent batting average regardless. But, of course, Wario is in there on the mound tonight, and this team's pitching has been a hallmark of their ability to clinch a first-round bye. The rest of the field is pretty much the same, but here's another thought. Toadsworth's now playing first, Blue Noki playing at third. She would normally play at first, and Toadsworth has been very solid at third base this year. I'm a little bit curious to see how that change affects this team defensively. Of course, before we get started, folks, I'd love for you to vote in our end-of-season awards. Vote for the best of the best. The poll closes on Wednesday, July 10th at 6 p.m. Central Time. We have awards such as the best game, the best relief pitcher, starting pitcher, least valuable player, and, of course, the hitting crown, the gold glove, and the MVP of the league. We love, if you've been a part of our community, to give us a chance. Hit that QR code, or in just a moment, you can go to the link in the chat, but maybe just save it until after the game. I don't know if you're going to want to miss this game personally. That's just my opinion, but that's an opportunity and a reminder to vote in our end of the year awards. That is that. I have set the stakes. I have set the table for you to feast on. All we have left to do is to see, will the DK Wilds finish off this Cinderella run? And even then, a victory does not guarantee them a playoff spot with one game left to go tonight. It's Diddy and Luigi. But a big victory could do just that and knock Daisy out of the playoffs. But if Wario wins, DK is gone, and that leaves a wide open path for Diddy to do the same thing. Here we go. Second game of the night, the penultimate game of the season. It is Teal Yoshi to lead off. I got my T's crossed, my I's dotted. Here we go. The first pitch for Wario, line drive, grabbed by Yellow Magic Koopa. Teal Yoshi, of course, up for Comeback Player of the Year, having about a 350 average after going 0 for 10 to start the season. But he lines out to start off this game. Tough to beat anybody at Wario City, but Luigi showed that it can be done. Parker, yes, most of the chat is generally on YouTube right now. Down the middle for Baby DK, put one on. Baby DK honestly has been a shocking, solid player. One of the best hitting babies in the league. Batting .482. That is a line drive that's going to be grabbed by Parker. Also up for Fielder of the Year. Nothing. Top of the first with 2 out. Brings up Peter. That one's on the ground. That should be the easy fielder's choice. And after a half inning, the Wilds have nothing. Can they keep this thing close? Or will the Wario muscles start to turn on the heat? Here is Wario. He had one home run this year, one of the best hitters in the league, has dipped off a little bit, but he faces a very difficult pitcher in Brown Critter with a fastball. But here is one that gets down right near Yellow Yoshi in right field, a leadoff single for the captain. 48th hit of the year, has 84 at-bats total, and Yellow Pianta just 2 more than him at 86. That gets down. And that will be 1 and 2 hits in a row for the Muscles to bring up Yellow Toad, who has 2 home runs, batting .571. Tough spot here automatically for the DK Wilds. First pitch for Yellow Toad is taken for a strike. Now do you see Brown Critter go off speed? No, he doesn't. This one could get up. It does get down, actually, but Yellow Pianta's thrown out at second because he does not run fast enough. You'll take it. You get 1 runner out, but a runner at third for Parker, who has 2 home runs. Batting .392, though. His average has been lacking a little bit lately, but still very solid. Still plenty of threat here. The star pitch here, line drive, grabbed by Yellow Magic Koopa, and turns it double play to keep this scoreless. Wow, what a grab there. After 1, a quick one here in Wario City with the season on the line for the Wilds. We're tied at nothing. Danny, good suggestion. I like that line better. That was a good idea. That was a good line. 1-0 here on Yellow Magic Koopa. Top of the second for the Wilds. Bowser Jr., the away team, winning pretty convincingly against the Yoshi Eggs, 13-5. Of course, the Eggs finished with a 2-9 home record this year. Here's the 1-1 delivery against the Yellow Magic Koopa for the DK Wilds, and he swings and misses. 19 of you are watching one of the biggest stakes games that we've seen all year long. Line drive, that's the first out to the other Yellow Magic Koopa. 1 out for the Wilds, top of the second. Now I'm going to need a lot of this tonight. Of course, at the end of the night, you will see the final standings. We will talk about the playoff picture and chat a little bit about when you'll expect us to stream next. 1-3 for Boo. And now we have Yellow Shy Guy. Wario may or may not be perfect, although I think Baby DK did have a hit. He's not quite perfect, but damn near perfect. 1, 2, 3 in the second for Wario. 1.5 done. Nobody has scored. Wario this year, ERA of .482. Yellow Magic Koopa for the Muscles to start off the second. Takes a look at a strike. Colby Mead, game 23 happening mainly only between DK and Daisy. The only way it would happen is if DK wins, or excuse me, the only way it would happen is between Diddy and Daisy, pardon me. And it would be if DK loses this game and Diddy were to only win tonight by 1 run. That is how. DK needs, I believe, 4 or a win and a Diddy Monkeys loss. But they can guaranteed get in with a victory. They will pass Daisy, and then it will come down to what happens with Diddy. 21 people are in here right now. One of the peaks of the season, for potentially the peak of the season. Runners on first and second. Nobody out for Red Noki. Here's where the change came in, folks, in the lineup. Line drive, getting toward right field. It gets down, but Yoshi saves it, and she loads the bases for Blue Noki. Bases loaded, bottom of the second. Season on the line for the Wilds. The first pitch here for Blue Critter, or Brown Critter rather, is a strike. Blue Noki at the plate, the 0-1 delivery. On the ground, it's going to be enough for the 4-6-3, but a run will score, and the Wario Muscles will have the lead 1-0. Once again, in a bases-loaded situation, nobody out, you can't complain too much. Now Toadsworth at the plate, batting .447. This ball is line drive, easy one to Yellow Yoshi and right. So the DK Wilds lose the lead or lose the tie that they had, but they will have DK and Brown Critter to step up here, due up in the third. DK with 12 homers, Brown Critter with 7. Ball 1 on DK. The 1-0. That one's over the plate. That one's down the middle, a hot one down the middle. DK with an opening single in the third. Colin said we count an extra viewer. He's got a watch party going on in his living room. I got 22 between both of these streams. My God, you knew when to show up, folks. And we got plenty of playoff action this year. Don't worry about that. Next weekend will be the wild card weekend. 25! We peaked at 25. It's a record. 25 people. Brown Critter with a line drive. We'll get over Biel Toad's head. It's over his head and a homer! Go ahead, Homer! Another Buck home run for DK off of his noggin and over the wall. Can you believe it happened twice this year and in the most critical moment for DK? Unbelievable. They have the lead just like that. Oh my God, it happened again. Red Pianta and Luigi, 8-4 was the line there. It happened in Mario Stadium. Now it happens again with the season on the line for the Wilds. Unbelievable. One out here for baby DK. Oh my goodness. 2-1 in the third. Line drive, second out here. Top of the third. A 2-run shot off the noggin of Yellow Toad by Brown Critter, his 8th of the season. Gives the Wilds another lead. They beat Wario last time. The 0-1 here for Yellow Yoshi. Splitter, swing and a miss. Not even close. Now down 0-2. But he keeps it alive down the middle here. Pow ball winner for Parker, but he's just going to have the single. Oh, my. Wario getting tired here. Look, it's not a bad performance. Yellow Magic Koopa can come in a closer spot, and you never know, he can keep it going. But here's Peter with a single. That gets past Yellow Toad again, and Yellow Yoshi to third. Yellow Magic Koopa this year for the Wario Muscle through 18 games, 35 innings. He can average about 2. This is Yellow Magic Koopa for the DK Wilds here. That is it for Wario. Expect Yellow Magic Koopa to come in. No, it's Toadsworth. They're going Toadsworth here, the closer. Big decision. Toadsworth has the best whip in the league, but a deep fly ball from Yellow Magic Koopa at the wall. It's there, but it's grabbed by Parker. And that's the third out. The drama here. And we're not even done with the game. Yellow Magic Koopa trying for his second home run of the year for the Wilds, but they get 2 anyway from Brown Critter. And God, we're in a close one now. Julian feeling wild as hell. Sleeping Moon. Everybody's in here right now. It's a party. here, and we're not even done with the season. Wario fouls this one off. My God. This is the peak viewership for this league, and I'm so grateful for it, and I'm glad you're here because you know how important it is. You know that this matters. The 0-2 for Wario on the ground, grabbed by Yellow Magic Koopa. That's an out. Wow. This is the second time through the order for the Muscles. Bottom of the third in a one-run game. Single here for Yellow Pianta again. Gets him to first. I am shocked. I am shocked. Toadsworth is such a closer, but they're going to him early here, CJ. High fly ball for Yellow Toad. Fouled off. The 0-1 for Yellow Toad. That one is there. Fouled off again. Down 0-2 here. Here's the delivery. Line drive. Grab by Yellow Magic Koopa, and he's going to turn another double to keep the lead. 2-1 after 3. The Wilds have the lead, needing the victory. If they win, they pass Daisy and have a shot at the playoffs. Julian saying, gotta be real. This concept's so good. I want to do this with my own friends. Keep it up, Alec. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to hear that. And I'll be first in line to watch that league, my friend. We love to see it. And I'm hopefully, if things work out, sometime in between, maybe next week and the next couple of weeks, we'll be maybe providing my commentary skills to the actual people actually playing it. Mario Sluggers Tournament 2024 and the Sluggers Fan Club, unofficial, but I hope that we can get that deal done and signed, get that deal done. Yellow Shy Guy, by the way, is going to have a one-out single here, batting .371. Now brings up DK again. .639 he's averaging. He faces Toadsworth. Hot one. That could get to the wall. It does for DK here, a single. Brown Critter, who just had the homers, up against one of the best closers in the league. The first pitch is taken for a strike. Absolute pressure on right now. Toadsworth came in with a 4.67 ERA. That ball's on the ground. 6-4-3 double play. And they get out of it. 2-1 halfway through. God, I know how intense this is. Got to breathe, folks. We got a long way to go here. First pitch against Parker. Brown Critter once again putting in an immaculate stretch for himself right now. All things considered, Yellow Shy Guy grabs it as short. Brown Critter, really a dark horse comeback here. In terms of ERA, 3.6 through 23 1/3. Right now, only one allowed through 3 1/3 in this game. That one's down the middle, though, for Yellow Magic Koopa for the Muscles. A one-out single. Parker is sweating. And your team's in the playoffs. I don't know why you'd be sweating. You're fine. But I think he's just sweating because of the intensity of the moment. His team will be seen on semifinal weekend. High fly ball for Firehammer Bro at the wall. It is gone for the go-ahead homer. And they don't get to it. Baby DK, who's been so good all year, doesn't get to the wall. And that's the go-ahead homer for Wario this time. Firehammer Bro. Is that the dagger in the heart of the Wild season? 3-2. Fire Bros, 12th of the year for the Muscles. That's it for Brown Critter. Here comes DK. Wow. Bottom of the fourth. I cannot believe that. They don't even try for the ball there. Shocking to say the least. Big fly ball from Red Noki goes foul. The 0-2 against Red Noki. This is another contact hit. That's a good hit from her. Red Noki with only her 11th hit of the year as a Wario Muscle. Now Blue Noki. I cannot believe that with the season on the line, they don't go for that ball. They don't even get there for that. Wow. The 0-1 here for Blue Noki. Line drive past Yellow Shy Guy and Oh Brother. Now it's Toadsworth. But Toadsworth, there's no guarantee he can get on base here. Fastball taken for a strike. Nice pitch. DK kind of going across the plate. Hard to time up there. This one on the ground for the 4-3. Just a single out there. Couldn't turn the double, which will bring up Wario here. Big spot again. They're only down 1, but they could be down more, and every run counts with the season on the line. Strike 1 here. Barrel pitch coming from DK. The 0-1 taken for a strike, down 0-2. Another one coming, maybe. It will be. With Wara at the plate. On the ground. 1-3. Got him. And so, the home run from Firehammer Bro gives the Muscles the lead after 4. But it is still, as close as it was before, a 1-run game. One more game to go tonight, too, folks. You can't believe it. Toadsworth's here in the 5th. On the ground for Teal Yoshi. Easy 4-3. But instead of going to the transition Yellow Magic Koopa with a great ERA, they go to Toadsworth right away. I'm sure they'll still have Yellow Magic Koopa as an option, but maybe they have confidence that Toadsworth can get them the victory tonight. That one for Baby DK is grabbed by Firehammer Bro. Quick 1-2 in the 5th. This is Yellow Yoshi. 3-2 Muscles. The 0-1. Taken for a strike and looked at. These guys have got to start swinging here. Season on the line. This one swung on. It gets grabbed by Firehammer Bro. And a 1-2-3 inning for the Muscles. 26 of you are watching an intense game right now. The Wilds need to win if they want to make the playoffs, and there's no guarantee that they do. The Muscles have clinched, but I'm sure they don't want to see DK, who beat them 6-2 in their first matchup this year. I don't want to see him in the playoffs again, especially in semifinal weekend. Single for Yellow Pianta is 3rd of the game. Yellow Toad. Strike 1 on Yellow Toad here. 0-1. Delivered. Line drive. Grab by Yellow Shy Guy. Turned it for the double play. Got him. Good grab by Yellow Shy Guy. He's been pretty impressive at short. 3-2, bottom of the 5th. Parker up at the plate. DK, can he last the rest of the time? High fly ball, line drive that gets down and off the wall. But luckily just a single here. That will bring up, I think, Yellow Magic Koopa for the Muscles. Important spot here, got to get an out. Yellow Magic Koopa to Yellow Magic Koopa. Nothing there for the Muscles. We head into the championship innings. It's the 6th. It's Peter, Yellow Magic Koopa, and Boo for the Wilds, needing a run to tie, 2 to take the lead. Peter. Nice one down the middle to open the inning. Knocks over Parker, but not in time. Peter with, I think, his 33rd of the year, batting around 400. This ball for Yellow Magic Koopa gets down, and they have 2 on with nobody out for Boo. Boo has struggled in this game so far, but on the year averaged 486 with a homer. First pitch here for Boo against Toadsworth. Need this. Line drive grab by Yellow Magic Koopa. Watch out for the triple. Yes, they got him. 4-6-3 triple play. That can happen so much against the Magic Koopa, and it ends the inning for the Wilds. Unbelievable. They had runners on first and second, and just like that, it's taken away. And we head to the bottom of the 6th. Wow, that is brutal for the Wilds. Could that have been their last chance? Unbelievable. 27 of you are in here watching a close game. Deep fly ball again for Firehammer Ball at the wall. And they let it go again. It's gone. 4-2. Once again, Baby DK and Yoshi, who have been so good this year, watch another ball go over their heads. And it could be their playoff chances. 4-2, Wario Muscles. Unreal. The selling right now coming out of this outfield. Ground out for Red Noki. But man, oh man, that is what's going to make the difference in them not making the playoffs. If they don't win this game, incredible. Blue Noki will ground out 4-3 as well. Wow. Can you believe that with the season on the line? CJ Willis claiming already, and I'm sure these conversations will be talked about all night as Toadsworth grounds out 6-3. Is there evidence of tampering? Is there evidence of tampering? That'll certainly be a conversation, but we have one more inning to go, and the Wilds will have DK and Brown Critter to save their season. Brown Critter with a 2-run homer off of Toad's noggin to give them the lead earlier. Toadsworth has had another incredible game so far. Star swing by Yellow Shy Guy into the robe of Yellow Magic Koopa. It will bring up DK. You need to get Toadsworth out of here. It's so important. I don't know how his stamina is, but you need him off the mound. Here's the first one for DK. Take him for a strike. I would have swung at that one. Season on the line. Top of the 7th, 4-2. Contact pitch is going to be a fly out. And the Wilds are down to their last out. And their last hope right now is Brown Critter. Star swing for him. That ball is fair and the season's alive. Fair, the season is alive for the Wilds here. It's going to be the potential comeback player of the year, Teal Yoshi, that needs to help him out. He's had 1 home run this year in the jungle. The 0-1. Taken for a strike. He's down to his last strike. The 0-2. Star pitch for him. It is grabbed and it's over. Wario wins a classic here in Wario City, and the Wilds are out of the playoffs. And that means Daisy will watch the next game and have a chance to make it. 2 home runs from Fire Hammer Bro sealed the deal. And Baby DK and Yellow Yoshi will face questions all off-season long for their effort tonight in the outfield in the biggest moment of their season. Final score, Muscles 4, DK 2. Brutal, man. I'm sorry, Peter. That is as much of a heartbreak as you can see. And Baby DK and Yellow Yoshi completely selling, not even trying. First, Baby DK couldn't even be bothered to go to the homer. On the second one, they didn't even run. That is, as I plug in my light over here, maybe that is just symbolic of the fact that the lights have gone out on the DK Wild season. They will finish their season at 10-12. After winning 9 of 10, they lose their last couple and unfortunately are out of the playoffs, but one hell of a game to finish it off. Folks, before we get to our final game of the regular season, let me put in that result, and you're going to want to see the standings. Let's pull them up. Standings coming up right here. So, with that result, we know that Bowser Jr. is eliminated, and we now know that DK is eliminated. So let's put those up there, right there. It all comes down to this. So, with DK gone, Diddy is win and get in. If Diddy wins, however, if Diddy wins by 1 run and only 1 run, that means that these two teams will be tied in run differential, and after head-to-head and run differential for teams with similar records, we must go to a playoff. We must go to a playoff. There is no other way about it, because we would have 3 teams tied. We'd have 4 teams tied at 11-11, and after run differential, that's the way I said it, folks. That is the way. We must go to a game 23, so Diddy must win by 2 to clinch. They can win by 1, but they need to win by 2. Luigi wins, Daisy makes the playoffs. But otherwise, Diddy must win by 2 against Luigi in our final game of the night in order to make the playoffs. So again, we have the top 4 teams there. They have all clinched. And everybody else below them has been eliminated except Diddy. And we play for a final playoff spot next in the SSSL. Why would you go anywhere? Okay, folks, here we go. It's the final game of the regular season, and it could not be more important. If the Diddy Monkeys win by more than one, they will pass Daisy and clinch the final playoff spot. However, if the other potential here for Daisy, folks, that I didn't mention before the break, is that if Diddy blows out Luigi tonight, and that would have to be by more than 7. So if Diddy wins by 8, folks, Diddy wins by 8, that means that we would see the Daisy Flowers move on and the Luigi Knights not. However, if Diddy wins by exactly 7, that means that Luigi Knights would have a -8 run differential at 11-11. The Daisy Flowers would have a -8 run differential at 11-11, and that must mean a game 23. So the score line here is going to matter quite a lot here, okay? So keep your eyes on that. Diddy Monkeys lost 3 games between game weeks 18 and 20. They were above the cut line for a while and have been up and down. They were undefeated to start season 4-0. And then they've gone on a tumultuous season, including some mistakes by players, some leads given up, including a 6-run lead given up to Luigi. They gave it up to Luigi, let them back in the game, and choked that one away 7-6. Meanwhile, for Luigi, they have had some similar things. They've lost to teams they shouldn't have. Got shut out by Yoshi. They have shut out Birdo in the opening game of the season. They've been up and down, and as people have said, as Next was said, we don't know what team we're going to get. We have no idea what team we're going to get. I do know that we're going to get the same Luigi team as far as the lineup goes that we saw the last time they played. It will be Fire Hammer Bro. But for Dave, their field is the same. It's King Boo on the mound, but their batting order in their biggest game of the year, Dave has made the call. The owner, Dave, has made the call to change the batting order. Changing the batting order. Now, of course, when we look at their stats before this moment, Diddy Monkeys were 3rd last or 10th in hitting average and 9th in slugging, even though they have King Boo, who has 9 home runs. So this is potentially a calculated move by Dave to try and spark some big home runs here from King Boo. As far as Luigi this season, here at home, Luigi's record at home, they are 5-4, having lost games to Waluigi, DK, Bowser, and Bowser Jr. here at the mansion. So they won against Diddy last time, but this one is just as important. They need to keep it close no matter what. If they can keep this thing within 4 runs, they will make the playoffs regardless. However, if this gets out of hand and they lose, they're out. So, all that being said, here we go. The final lineups of the regular season are as follows. Here is Diddy's lineup. It's King Boo pitching, Diddy out in left, but he will be leading off here for the Diddy Monkeys. He will be leading off. Dixie to follow in the 2 spot. Hammer Bro now taking the coveted 3, and King Boo will be in cleanup. Then Dave in the 5, Red Koopa the 6, Blue Yoshi, then Yellow Yoshi, and then Tiny Kong the anchor. So many people in the chat, 28 people over Twitch and YouTube. Again, we're peaking at our top. I've seen so many chats, folks. I try to read them as I go, but thank you so much for your incredible support of the league tonight. I cannot thank you enough, and I hope it continues through the playoffs. Meanwhile, for the Luigi Knights, it's Fire Hammer Bro, one of the better pitchers in the SSSL. Overall, in the stat category, he's 5th in WHIP with a 1.76, a 3.62 ERA through 48 1/3 innings. Pretty much the 4th best pitcher overall in the league. And their batting order has not changed. Where this team has struggled this year, just as Diddy has struggled at times, is overall in the long ball. However, their hitting average is miles better than Diddy's is. They average 504 in hitting category, but their slugging is very close, only a 601. So they do not get a lot of extra bases, and they have about half less home runs than Diddy does, only 11 home runs for the Knights this year. a middling ERA. Diddy has been very solid pitching lately. Second best there. Oh, my God. Can you believe it? It's all going to come down to this. One game to see who makes the playoffs in the final series. Of course, wild card weekend will be next weekend. I am guessing I may make the decision to change it into one night, to pack it into one night to make it a little bit more dramatic. The best way to know, you got to subscribe to the YouTube, hit the notification bell, follow us on Twitch if you'd like to, TikTok, you know the deal, and go to our Discord. For all the 28 of you, we'd love to keep talking to you and keep you in contact so that you know when we're streaming next. And, of course, I'm sure there will be a hell of a lot of discussion of the results of tonight. That is it. Take a deep breath. Take a drink of water. Lock the fuck in. Game on. Diddy leading off. They will bat first. The final game of the regular season. Who makes the playoffs? Off we go. And it's a strike here for Firehammer Bro. The 0-1 delivery for Diddy Kong is a high fly ball. He's not at homer this year, but it's not quite far enough. Green Paratroopers got it. Man, could you believe if Diddy would hit a leadoff homer, having not hit one all year long, but still averaging 456. Now it's Dixie, who's also been very respectable around 492, and she hits this one. Oh, but it's grabbed by Green Magic Koopa. It's short. Impressively, that's how tough those Magic Koopas are in the middle infield, folks, taking it out away. But here's Green Hammer Bro for the Diddy Monkeys. The face-off here. High fly ball to right field. Mitch is not there. He needs to get hustling at the wall. It's off the wall just barely, and it's a double. Double for Green Hammer Bro, his third of the year. He had 10 homers, but this close to being ahead 1-0. But meanwhile, King Boo's got 9 homers, and can he respond here? This one over the plate. Fastball for a strike. This one on the ground by King Boo, and that is the inning. King Boo has shown the propensity to struggle at times in big moments, and he had that 3 home run game in the opening game of the season, just 6 after that, and overall batting average has been okay. 0-0. We head to the bottom of the order, or bottom of the inning rather, and the top of the order for the Knights. Luigi here, who's had plenty of his share of clutch moments for his team, lines out to left. Now Dark Bones among the top in the league, above 600 this year, but Green Toad for the same team ended up passing him in batting average, averaging 726, but he's down now 0-2 to King Boo. The 0-2 over the plate, and that will get down near Diddy Kong, and they have to chase this one, but it's a single here for Dark Bones, his 53rd hit of the year. Here's Mitch now with 2 homers. Mitch, I hope you're doing well. He is I don't know if I should say I hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope you're winning where you are right now. Line drive there, grabbed by Blue Yoshi, and he cannot turn the double. If Diddy wins by 7, the game 23 will be between Luigi and Daisy. If he wins by 1, it's between Diddy and Daisy. Daisy will be involved in the game 23 if it is required. So these two teams decide which one gets eliminated. But it's possible they both make the playoffs. Again, if Diddy wins and Luigi only loses by like 4 or less, they will both make the SSSL playoffs. High fly ball here for Firehammer Bro with 2 out, and Dixie was plenty underneath that one, and we are scoreless after 1. 0-0 here. Parker asking, is he playing, Alec? Dry Bones, not Dark Bones, as he meant Dark Bones. You have to let me know what you mean. That ball's on the ground. Ground out here for Dave to start the second. Red Koopa now. That one, line drive, easy one, and another quick inning here potentially. Oh, yes. Yeah, he's not playing in it, but he's playing at it, Parker. He's playing at it. And he was doing pretty well last time I checked. So that one, line drive grabbed, and that will be the top of the second. 1, 2, 3 for the Diddy Monkeys, just like that. After 1.5 It is 0-0 between these two teams. It was 6-1 favor of the Diddy Monkeys, and then a 6-run comeback gave Luigi the win in Week 11 in one of the best games of the year. Of course, you can vote if you believe that's the best game of the year in the end-of-season awards. Of course, I showed that link earlier, and I will put it in the chat again. After the game, of course, you can vote for your favorite players and favorite moments of the season. Green Critter here with a runner on first and nobody out for the Knights. Fouls that off. A 1 for him. This is a pop fly. It's high. Got to get around the gravestone, but should be no problem here for Diddy for the first out. Green Critter, no home runs, batting .500 for Luigi Knights, 10 RBI. Now Green Toad, who's batting an incredible .726, will continue that streak as it gets down in front of Tiny Kong. It's those balls in the middle, which are amazing. Sleepy Moon saying, can we possibly get a draw? There's no draws. We will play to a winner in this game. No draws. Green Paratrooper on the ground. Grabbed by Green Hammer, broken. Eternity will. He will get the second out, advancing the runners. Runner on third here for Luigi. Back up at the top of the order for the second time. He flew out to left in his first. Big moment here. Can they give his team the lead? Take strike one against King Boo. King Boo, of course, he pitched 4 perfect innings in a game and lost against Yoshi. High fly ball to center here. Underneath it is Dixie, and it certainly doesn't look like she's going to mess that up, and he strands 2. After 2, we are scoreless in the mansion. Top of the third, the Monkeys. And honestly, hey, this works out for Luigi. A close game and a Diddy win means they both make the playoffs. Kind of like that situation between the Raiders and the Chargers. I think it was a couple of years back. But, hey, you know, you don't want your rival to make the playoffs. You certainly aren't rooting for that, and you're not going to just kneel it out. You want to beat them. You want to beat them bad. The 0-1 here for Tiny Kong. Can he turn the double? He can. 4-3 for Green Critter. Green Critter, despite his great play this year and a great play at times, he, I believe, was in the top 5 as he's tied with Blue Yoshi for the Diddy Monkeys and errors with 7. But he's doing pretty well right now. Here's Diddy Kong, though, and it's grabbed again by Green Critter. And we head to the bottom of the third. We are still scoreless here. Who will crack? Who will break open the scoring? The Knights could eliminate Diddy and bring Daisy into the playoffs. Or if Diddy wins by a small margin, they're both going to make it. Caden says, I don't think I want the tie. I don't want to think of the tie bowl of 2022. This is true. Fly ball here. That's flown out to left by Dark Bones, averaging 600 and above. Flies that ball out, and that's one out. Bring it up, Mitch. Mitch, that's on the ground. Except for the green shell. No, it misses him. 4-3. That's a quick 2 here. Brings up Green Magic Koopa. Could you imagine if this game went to extras with the season on the line for both teams? High fly ball for Green Magic Koopa. It is close at the wall. It is foul. Oh, my goodness. Had a chance to give his team the lead. The 0-1 swung and a miss for strike 2. Green Magic Koopa has no home runs for this team. Line drive. It's off the tongue of Yellow Yoshi. An error. And Dixie's got it there in center. Keeps the inning alive. King Boo getting tired against Fire Hammer Bro with 6 homers. Need to get him out. Will that error come back to haunt them? Another deep fly ball. This is at the wall. Dixie's got to get this one again, and she will close another inning, grabbing a fly out. After 3, it is scoreless. What a close game here. Our Week 14 highlights coming up, hopefully in between the next week. We will see a couple more highlights as we try to catch you up in time for the playoffs. But godly, it's going to be close. Dave is just asking, can we have a 2-1 victory, please? You don't want a 2-1 victory. That would put you in a game 23 against Daisy. Gentlemen's agreement. King Boo stepping up to the plate here. Runners on first and second. I'm just letting you know, you're going to have a heart attack if you win and have to play a game 23. This is a line drive. That's going to get down. Dixie can turn for home, and the Diddy Monkeys are going to have the opening score here in the fourth. 1-0 from the RBI of King Boo. King Boo, 26 RBIs coming into this game, now his 27th. Firehammer Bro getting tired here after 3 innings. Dave, you need to win by 2 to clinch the playoff spot for sure. 1, and you have to play an extra game. 4-6-3. We'll get another run in, 2-0. If it holds, you're going to make the playoffs. And so will Luigi. Firehammer Bro is done here. You have to recognize you don't want to be playing a dangerous game. If they lose by 7, we'll be seeing a game 23 between Luigi and Daisy, and a deep fly ball for Red Koopa at the wall. It's grabbed, and that will be the end of the inning. Red Koopa teasing us there, potentially with his first homer, but they got 2 thanks to an RBI from King Boo and a little bit more. It's 2-0. We head to the bottom of the fourth for the Knights. Green Shy Guy steps up into the box. He has 1 homer this year, batting .405, pretty impressive. 0-1 for him. That one will get down in front of Diddy Kong to start off the fourth. Could be time where we see King Boo get tired, as I just was getting it out of my mouth, and he is starting to get tired. We know that he really can't go past 4 innings, but he can do some work and get the job done for the Monkeys. Here's the 0-1 facing Green Critter. Hot one past Yellow Yoshi, and Dixie's going to have it. Green Shy thought about turning for third, but it's just a single, and with nobody out, that is going to be it for King Boo. Bring in Diddy Kong. Diddy Kong here. It was a good stretch for King Boo. No earned runs on 3 innings pitched. Diddy Kong with a 5.89. Green Toad, who's batted .700, gets that to the corner. Green Shy Guy turning for home, and we have a 1-run game. 2-1. Correct, CJ. Luigi either has to come back or don't get blown out, and that helps. The 1 run there with nobody out. The Knights cut the lead by 1. Again, if Diddy wins by 1 run, we will be tied in run differential, and based on what I have said, we will go to a sudden death playoff game because we'll have 3 teams at 11-11. I said head-to-head difference does not matter. That's on the ground for the 4-6-3. But only between 2 teams does head-to-head difference matter. But because it's 3 teams, and because we'd have another tie, the next tiebreaker is a playoff game. That's what I said, and I'm sticking to it. Down the middle here, Luigi has flown out in both of his at-bats. This is the 3rd time through the order. Chance to tie the game, but he's down 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, no banana ball, but it's off speed. Swung on, gets down, tie game. Luigi is going to have the RBI to tie us at 2. Here in the mansion with everything on the line, we are tied again. Luigi just needs to win. Win and you're in at 12-10. Dark Bones on the ground. That will be the 4-3, but they did enough. That is all that mattered, folks. Luigi Knights tied the game and answered with 2 after 4. It is tied at 2. Dave saying, this is brutal on Twitch. He is on Twitch right now, folks. Owner of the Diddy Monkeys is certainly sweating, I'm sure. So much in the chat, folks. I try to keep up with it. I read which ones. I'm being a little selective tonight because we have so many of you chatting tonight, and I'm so grateful. And Yellow Yoshi is going to make it where there's 2 on to bring up Tiny Kong with an RBI chance. And, hey, she can hit some balls. I mean, she can certainly get something deep to maybe give them an opportunity. She also had a shot at a homer, but no home runs. Pickoff attempt here trying to get Blue Yoshi. Know that we have the Yoshi's propensity to steal, too. That ball down the middle, and it's past everybody, and the bases are loaded for Diddy Kong here. Bases loaded, nobody out, top of the 5th. 2-2 game with the season on the line. Is it time for a triple play? I don't know. Line drive, grab by Green Critter, double play, not turning the triple is Green Magic Koopa, but it does have to bring up Dixie Kong now, runner on 3rd. Line drive. That is the third out. Diddy gets nothing out of a bases loaded opportunity with nobody out. They screw it. And potentially, do you think about this? They changed the order, and put Diddy in the leadoff spot when it was King Boo. And King Boo would have had the bases loaded with nobody out. Do you think about that as Dave? Will he be regretting that decision tonight? On the ground in the bottom of the fifth, there's a power ball, and Mitch is aboard. David said, Alex, stop. All I'm doing is asking questions, Dave. It's what a good journalist does. 2-2, bottom of the fifth. Showing the bunt here, and God, I think it matters. Will a bunt make a difference? But he pop bunted it out. But there's the power ball. But hold on, it's a pop bunt. There's one. Can't turn the two. So I guess it is what it is, right? We just changed the runner at first. One out, bottom of the fifth. Fire Hammer Bro stepping up here. He gets to contact the banana ball. The problem is it's a 6-4-3 double play. And we head to the sixth, the championship innings. Both of these teams trying to make it to the playoffs. We still don't know what's going to happen here. You don't know that it couldn't be a blowout. You don't know that we couldn't go to extra innings. You don't know if this is going to get down, but it will. Green Hammer Bro has a lead off. Oh, no, he's thrown out. Thrown out from 8-3 by Dixie in center for the first out. No, that was by Mitch again. It was by Mitch in center. Mitch threw him out again, 8-3. Unbelievable. Now King Boo with the drive. That gets over the head of Fire Hammer Bro. Unbelievable, 8-3. But there's King Boo aboard. Now Dave. Dave has 3 home runs as a Diddy Monkey. Contact swing, grabbed by Green Critter, and the double play will end their chance. Once again, shenanigans as the 8-3 throw from Mitch. What a cannon. Bottom of the sixth in a 2-2 game. It's going to be Green Shy Guy, Green Critter, and Green Toad. Diddy is getting tired. Dave on Twitch says, somebody take out Green Critter's kneecaps. You're going to need it, but hey, you get a nice out here from the benefit of Blue Yoshi. 27 of you have been fucking locked the whole time. We have not dropped below 20 the whole time. God bless you all. 0-1 against Green Critter here. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Against Green Critter, taken and swung on for a strike. The 0-2 will be another banana ball outside. No, he's pitched that one outside and forced him into a pop-up here. Dixie's been so good. She's been under everything, and she has got another one. CJ saying Green Critter been very clutch tonight at second base. That is going to be it here for Diddy, folks. And it will be Dixie in some form of attempt to try to close the game. Dixie's pitched in 4 games, 6 innings pitched, a 2.33 ERA. It's past Blue Yoshi there. Green Toad with another hit. That's not a bad choice. I think Dixie's a fine choice. However, you do completely screw up. Oh, no, you don't completely screw up. You just have left field open now. Ball on Green Paratroopa trying to crown the plate here. 1-0. He did hit a homer this year, a shocking homer against Mario in that 8-4 victory. The 2-0. That will get down. And King Boo fumbles it a little bit. And we have runners on first, second. Parker saying, I hope we look back in 20th small, looking forward to the future of the league. Thank you, my friend, very much. Thank you very much. I hope to see you, of course, at the owners' party in the World Series. Luigi line drives it out. He has struggled today. Luigi has. Flown out, lined out, popped out. And after 6 innings, we head to the final inning in regulation with both these teams trying to make the playoffs. It's 2-2. Diddy in the top of the 7th has Red Koopa and takes a ball against Luigi. Of course, folks, Luigi, as you know, 7.16 ERA as a setup pitcher, really. He has just been rough. Did not start a lot for the Luigi Knights. It's been mainly Fire Hammer Bro and Dark Bones. But he has really allowed a lot of stuff. Not the greatest on the mound this year. And could that be the opening that the Monkeys need? The 0-1 against Blue Yoshi is now 1-1. Top of the 7th, tie game. Couldn't get any closer than this. Diddy wins by 1. They go to a game 23. Luigi wins. It's over. Daisy's in the playoff. This one's on the ground. That is going to be on the bag there. We're grounded out, and there's no guarantee. We might just head to extra innings here. 2 outs here for Diddy in the top of the 7th. Strike 1 on Yellow Yoshi. The 0-1 is swung on and missed. Strike 2. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and grabbed by Green Magic Koopa. And we head to the bottom of the 7th. In a tie game, Diddy needs defense. It's Dark Bones, Mitch, and Green Magic Koopa. Plenty possible to get these out. Dark Bones has struggled today, but the season is on the line. You never know. A walk-off doesn't hurt Diddy here. A walk-off actually would be helpful if they lose. They would be still tied with Daisy. We would head to a game 23. The 0-1 here against Dark Bones by Dixie is a ball outside. The 1-1. Ball as well. That's a ball according to Lakitu. The 2-1. Good count here. Line drive. Grab by Blue Yoshi. Unbelievable grab for somebody who had some errors this year. He also is second best in the league in putouts and assists. 1 out here for Mitch. 2-2. Bottom of the 7th. High fly ball, the right field, but it pulls foul. Oh my. Pulls foul now 1-1. Dixie is doing some good stuff here and pitches a strike, a great strike that slid inside. The 1-2 delivery is lined and grabbed by Yellow Yoshi, and we're 1 out away from extras in the most important game of the year. Green Magic Koopa rather takes a look at a strike. The 0-1, take a look at a ball, good eye. Let it go outside. The 1-1. This is a high fly ball, but it is at right field, and Tiny Kong has got it, and we're going to extra innings in the final game of the season. It's 2-2, and we'll say hello to all the Kongs for the Monkeys in the 8th. Oh my. Could you have asked for anything better? Here's Tiny Kong. Wow, that's called a strike, and I can't believe that. That looked like it did not get there, but it's past Green Magic Koopa, and Tiny Kong, despite that opening strike, will have a single. It's going to bring up Diddy here. Again, they changed this order, and Diddy is the leadoff batter now. It's Green Hammer Bro in the 3 spot, King Boo in the 4th, but if he can hit here, you never know. Diddy, high fly ball for Diddy here. It's at the gravestone. Can he grab it? It's grabbed by Mitch nicely, even with the gravestone there. Great grab. Free baseball saying C.J. Willis. Now 1 out. It's Dixie Kong. Got to get something. You prefer to keep it away from Green Magic Koopa. It's just so hard. You got to get it over their heads here. Strike 2, and golly. I mean, that one might have caught the plate, but it's certainly close. The 0-2 is over all their heads, and that is a single for Dixie as well. And here we go. With the season on the line, if Diddy can see Green Hammer Bro hit this over the wall, they would have a huge opportunity. Top of the 8th, we are in extra innings. The 0-1 against Hammer Bro is a ball. That one looked like some of the ones earlier that were called strikes, but it's called a ball. That one's called a strike, down 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on contact, it will get down. The bases are loaded for King Boo. Now we're talking about if Luigi gets into a bit of a mess, they could be out of the playoff here. You cannot get restless. King Boo takes a look at a strike, and again, this strike zone is a bit questionable. The 0-1, line drive, that's going to get down. Well, Dixie, Tiny's going to have to move. She does. They're going to take the lead. 3-2 will be more. Dixie at the plate, safe 4-2. King Boo, with one of the biggest doubles of the Diddy Monkeys season, brings home 2. They have the lead in extras. Unreal. King Boo had a little bit of a problem today, but he puts up a big double with the bases loaded for his side. 4-2, 1 out for Dave. Top of the 8th. They still have the bottom of the inning to contend with here. Another strike. Dave says, question my lineup one more time, he said. On the ground, and King Boo, he gets swept up by the banana. He's not at second yet, but he gets back there. And that's the second out, 6-3. Now here's Red Koopa with a runner on third. Only needs is a single to extend the lead. almost had a homer. It got to the wall, but it was caught out. The 0-1 is grabbed by Green Critter. And right now, folks, if the result holds, Diddy makes the playoffs, Luigi makes the playoffs, Daisy does not. But we need to see if we're even going to play another inning. It's 4-2, bottom of the 8th. We've never been to a 9th inning in regular season play. Line drive that gets down. Opening single if Fire Hammer Bro gets there. He does. And now, opportunity for the Knights to tie the game. It starts with Green Shy Guy. Diddy does knock out Daisy with this scoreline. On the ground, Yellow Yoshi. That's an advance the runner out. Puts a runner in scoring position. And again, Diddy does not need this. If it's a one-run victory, we must play a 23rd game. Ball 1 on Green Critter. The 1-0. Star swing. It will get down and past Diddy. And that's going to be a double for Green Critter. And they're going to have the one-run game. And now Diddy is praying maybe for extra innings here. They will not be able to clinch, and 30 of us a peak here in the SSSL. Once again, I am very confident. Diddy winning by 1 would tie Daisy and Diddy. We must play a 23rd game tonight right after this. It would be insane. But if Luigi wins, it's over. Then it's going to get down. Green Toad has a runner at third. Runners on the corners. The winning run is at the plate. And it's Green Paratroopa. He has had a homer this year. Let's not count him out from that. Star pitch from Dixie is taken for a strike. The pressure is on. I am fucking sweating. The 0-1 here for Green Paratroopa on the ground. It's not going to be a double. But he's safe. It's tied. Safe at the plate. He threw wrong. I think he was going to get there anyway. Dixie's done. And now the season is on the bat of Luigi here. Season is on the bat of Luigi. He struggled all game. This one is going to get in the gap. King Boo's got to get this home. He does. Bases loaded for Mitch. No, pardon me, it's Dark Bones. Dark Bones with the season on the line. If he has a single, the Knights are going to the playoffs, and so is Daisy. The star pitch is taken for a strike. Diddy with the season on the line as well. If they can get a double play here. High fly ball. It's in center field. Great opportunity here. It's off the head of Daisy. Run at the plate. It is safe. It's over. Sacrifice fly because of the mess up. Luigi's in the playoffs. And so is Daisy. Sac fly in the 8th inning. What a comeback. Sac fly, the ball couldn't get home in time. You wonder if Diddy could have fielded that cleanly. They would have been safe. But instead they lose in extras. Yet again to Luigi on a comeback. And the Knights are playoff bound. And another incredible instant classic here in the mansion. I'm going to lose my voice. The final score is 5-4. It's Ouija time for the Knights. Wow. Heartbreak for Dave there at the last moment. Would have had a shot at a 30th or 23rd game had the score stayed where it was at 4-3. Then Diddy with a small bobble in center field. Would that have been enough? If he fielded it cleanly, would he gotten the ball home, thrown Green Toad out there, and we would have went to another inning? We'll never know because that's not what happened. I am so sorry, Dave. I know that the heartbreak must be incredibly real right now. This team gave him a chance. Gave him a chance and hope here at the end of the year, only to have it ripped away at the end. But for one owner in our league, Ethan, he has got to be jumping up and down right now because the Daisy Flowers have made the playoffs, folks. Let's put in that final score in extras. What an incredible game. It is 5-4 Luigi Knights. My body temperature is about as high as it can go, I think, folks. Wow. Brutal. And now I'm getting an extra thing call. I mean, you just insane. Here we go, folks. This is the final stage. Don't go anywhere. The final standings are as follows. Berto is the number 1 seed. Daisy makes it in thanks to that small margin of victory. Diddy at 10-12 is now ninth behind DK. Bowser Jr. rookies, thanks to the victory, funny enough. Thanks to the victory. Well, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Nope. Yep, never mind. Just want to double check. No head-to-head. No head-to-head. Gotta breathe. Here we go. So this is final, folks. This is official. Daisy, even though those two are tied a record, they won the season series against Bowser Jr., and both of those were close games, by the way. But both were walk-offs, I think. Wow. Daisy makes the playoffs. A lot of league is going to be a bit concerned about that. And Daisy will face Bowser in the opening round on Wild Card Weekend. Mario and Luigi, with that result, will play again in a wild card. Can you believe that? That is going to be another incredible three-game series. Congrats to Mitch. Congrats to Ethan. Apologies, unfortunately, to our great owners, folks. I want you to put some fucking claps in the chat right now for Eli, Jeff Grisilla, Tim, Dave, Peter, and Caden for a wonderful season. Thank you so much for all of your contributions, your support, for believing in me in this stupid idea, and for your intensity, and for sticking with us. You played your hearts out. Every team played their hearts out. Look at all those teams that were just 1 or 2 games away this year. You played your damn heart out, and respect to you. So, we got all of that said. We have the standings. Let's go to our playoff central coming up right here. So, let me just expand this for you a little bit here, folks. Let me just do that, okay? And let me do that. It's going to do it live. And we'll shrink it just a little bit for you. So right there, folks, there's Wild Card Weekend. Bowser versus Daisy. Bowser will have the home field advantage. It goes 1-1-1, okay? 3-game series. All of the pitching lineups will be reset. Then we have Mario and Luigi. By the way, all the claps in the chat right now. Plenty. Thanks for everybody for the chat. Julian Miguel. Look at all those people clapping. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, Parker. What a season. What a season. Then Mario and Luigi will play in the wild card. The winner of that one will face the number 1 seed, my Birdo Bows, in the semifinals. Of course, that is coming up next weekend, folks. I'm going to probably predict to you, folks, I'm either going to combine. So we take a look at the schedule. This is where it is. It's either going to be on Friday or Saturday, and I'm going to run them together. So we're going to run Wild Card Weekend on one night. I'm going to pick that one night, and you're going to hear about it. YouTube community, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Discord, wherever you can see it, you will know the date and the time for Wild Card Weekend. I think I can run it on Friday, but I need to double check that it's going to be run on Friday. End of season awards, folks. They close on Wednesday. It's the last time I get to remind you. We had the link in the chat. I'll put it in there one more time. Your opportunity to vote for all the players, and some, of course, that made a huge difference tonight. Or if you're watching on a television, scan this QR code right now. That poll closes Wednesday, July 10th at 6 p.m. Central Time to vote for the end of season awards, all the great awards. Oh, my God. What a finish. I think it's time to unbutton this, folks. What a season. What a time. We peaked at our highest ever concurrent viewer between YouTube and Twitch. 30 viewers is what we peaked at tonight. God bless you. What a fucking season. What a time. I'm so glad that every one of you choose to take time out of your day, your weekends, your weekdays, all of that, because you enjoy this. And it is the greatest compliment that you could give me, that you enjoy this enough to go on the ride. And we are not done. We will see you next weekend, so don't go anywhere. Subscribe, do notification bell, you and all that shit. Until the next time I see you, folks, it's Alec Rome saying thank you so much for watching. Be kind to one another, and we'll see you for Wild Card Weekend, which is sure to be insane. Bye-bye for now.